We are back in the garage and finally have figured out why this thing has been burning oil. The mystery is solved. We're going to put it back together today. Let's get to it. In the last video, you saw us take it apart, and we had it sitting over here, and we were checking the ring gap. And it's just mildly too big. This is the feeler gauge right here. It says if your gap is this thick, it needs to be replaced. Yeah, I mean, just barely. This is a new cylinder with a new ring and a new piston. And I just put that ring in there. You can't even see the gap. That is what the spec is for a new ring. I can't even get this to focus. There it goes. New ring. We got it lined up right here on the old screen. 0.15 to 0.31. And that is a 0.15 gap right there. So that is very good. Now the question remains, why does that one have such a huge gap? Because I gapped these before I put it in. Well, notice there's nothing there. If I go this way, there is a ridge on the top of this cylinder that I never noticed before. And I think that, let's put these old rings there. That is my problem. We have a defective cylinder. That's my best guess. That would explain why they were wearing uneven too. You remember one side was taller than the other. So now we've got the new ones. We're going to go through, gap them all, make sure they are all good, put them on that piston, and get them back in the machine. Piston's all loaded up. Rings are all in position. Every measurement was exactly right. There are no defects on the inside of this cylinder. So help me, if this engine blows up again, I'm going to lose my mind. Because we have documented in 4K resolution that this is done correctly. We've got one ring installed on that side already. So I'll be able to put this over the crank and slide in the pin and get the last one in there. This thing has been a pain in the neck before. Okay, the piston is in position. The alarm is going off. Now I have to get that darn clip in there. I hate this part. I hate it. This is what I'm up against. Oh, that's where it's gotta go. What a pain. Trying to get that through there. So, took the tire off and put it on the lift. A form of cheating. But now I can get to it a bit easier. Got it. It's in. Man, I hate doing that. But I was just thinking as I was doing that, the next thing is we gotta compress all those rings to put the cylinder down over it. And I'm all excited because I've got that special tool right there. But how am I supposed to put that special tool under the cylinder? I've used them go down, but you can't use them go up because the cylinder block's in the way. So that tool's gonna do me absolutely no good. So back to the old-fashioned screwdriver and push the rings in and manhandle it method, which did work last time because none of them were broken. We got it. It's in there at top dead center. Hard to see from here. Getting the rings through really isn't that bad from this angle. I just started the cylinder a little bit crooked on the side with the gap on it. That way your gap didn't move, and then once you push it down, you just kind of poke at the ring on the other side. Right here, you kind of do that, and the cylinder falls down to the next ring. Do the same thing, and fell right in. It turns out the engine wasn't at top dead center. Probably could have checked that. So if I did, it would have been up a little further, and I Would have had an easier time putting that the circlip in, but to each his own. We got it with about halfway toward the top dead center. Yeah, but it's in. Put a new cylinder gasket in there. Next up is a head gasket. But we are out of time for tonight. So we'll pick this up tomorrow morning. We're back at it. Got the machine back on the ground. Got the cylinder installed. Everything's looking real nice. Put the head gasket on. Go like this. Goes like this. Throw that on there. There we go. And then we'll get the head in there. Where's that head? Right there. Yeah. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did get new head bolts this time. We've used the old ones about 4 times. It says to get new ones every time. I never had any failure as far as the head bolts go reusing them, but we're gonna put new ones in this time because, like I said before, hopefully it's the last time I'm tearing this engine apart. Got him. Ah! Tightening down in sequence, nice and slow. 18's gonna sneak right up on you. We're only doing, look at this sequence. We're doing 8, blurry, 18, then 30, then loosen them all, and then 15, and then 26, and then turn them 180 degrees, and then turn them 180 degrees again. I don't like step 7. I really don't like step 7, but we're gonna go for it. Brand new head bolts though, and there's 2 different kinds. They call out, this is the silver one. There you go, silver one, or the black ones. We have the silver ones. So it should take it. Nope, that's not right. Look at the sequence. Make sure you're going according to the manual. See, we started at number 1. And that takes a while to focus. And then we gotta go to number 2. Come back in a little bit. Head is in. Make progress. Gonna throw the cams on, get the chain, set the timing. Boy, we're almost done. Got her?
Yeah.
I think that was the last thing.
Except for these springs right here.
Oh, exhaust springs. I always forget the exhaust springs. We got the rest of it in there. Boy, it really starts moving quick once you get the timing set. If you haven't seen how to do the timing, I show it a few times in some prior videos. Go back and check those out. All right, let's get those springs in there and we will test fire. Lamp is on. Springs are on the exhaust.
Fire?
Yep, go ahead. Yep, turn the key back off. I didn't have him cycle the fuel pump. Turn it back on. Shut it back off. Turn it back on. Okay, go ahead and try that. There it is. There she is. And it didn't even puff blue smoke out of it. No, you're not revving. It's got no coolant in it. So go ahead and shut her down. Alright. Pull the front storage bin. We'll top off the coolant. It smells a little oily, but I had a lot of oil sitting on top of that cylinder. But it should be good now. We'll get this topped off. Let's give it a try. So far so good. Just put the first heat cycle into it. And it sounded fine. Went right up to temp. No leaks, no nothing. I'm going to put a couple fans on it, cool it down, and then send him out for another heat cycle on the trail. See how it does. We got one heat cycle through it. Now it's cooled back down. Go ahead and fire that thing back up. Be good. and it sounds happy. Do it. One loop.
Oh yeah.
One headlight, new engine, pitch black outside. I see nothing but good things happening. Sounds good so far. There he is. He's taking his time. Okay. See him when he gets back. What?
How much is this? I think I'm low on fuel.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that as much. How did it run?
What?
How did it run?
Beautiful.
Beautiful?
Yeah.
We got it?
Didn't hear a single noise.
Good. Very good. Well, I think we got it. He says it's running perfect. Everything seems in order. No leaks, no nothing like that. It's not smoking. I think we're okay. Hopefully it lasts a little longer this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every viewer and every subscriber. Everything I do to these 570s, you can find it on a playlist, nice and convenient. So if you want to see a earlier rebuild, you can catch it right there. But thanks again for watching. I hope to see you here for another video on 3-Day Weekend.